you're here, that means you got this word problem wrong, and we're going to work it out together. So Drake will practice with his band for 1.5 hours on Monday, 1 3/4 hours on Tuesday, and 2 hours on Wednesday. Next week, Drake will practice with his band for the same number of hours Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. What is the total number of hours Drake will practice with his band over these 6 days? There's a lot of information in this problem, so I'm going to break it down. What I do know is that Drake's in a band, and he's going to be practicing with his band Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So he practiced with his band 1.5 hours on Monday, so I'm going to write 1.5. And then Tuesday he practiced 1 3/4. And then Wednesday he practices for 2 hours. So, but it also says next week Drake will practice with his band for the same number of hours Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So this, I would put like, this is week 1. And then the next week he's going to do 1.5 again, 1 3/4, and 2. I want to know how many hours, okay, it says, what is the total number of hours Drake will practice with his band over these 6 days? So that means I need to add all of these together. What I want to do, though, is I'm going to just add up week 1. I'm going to get an answer. And then whatever that is, I'm going to multiply it by 2 because that's what he does the second week. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to write 1/2, and I'm going to add it to 1 3/4. Now, you should have in your notes that when you're adding or subtracting mixed numbers, we're going to make them into improper fractions by the Texas and the popcorn method. So I'm going to do 2 times 1, which gets me 2, plus 1, which gets me 3, over 2. Then I'm going to do 4 times 1, which gets me 4, plus 3, which gets me 7, over 4. Now I'm going to add these up. When you add fractions, you need to make sure to remember you need to have common denominators. My denominators are not the same, so I'm going to find a least common multiple. 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, 8, 12, 16. And I see a few common multiples. I see this one, but I also see an even smaller one I want to use, which is the 4. This one's already has a denominator of 4, so I'm going to leave it alone. But I'm going to do 2 times 2 here and 3 times 2 here. 3 times 2 is going to get me 6. Not 6. Yeah, 6. And then 2 times 2 is going to get me 4. And then I'm going to bring down my 7 over 4. And then we're going to add our numerators, but leave our denominators the same. So this gets me 4. And 6 plus 7 is going to get me 13. That's how much he did Monday and Tuesday. So now I need to add the 2. This is a whole number right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it into an improper fraction as well. When you have a whole number, you can easily make it improper by putting it over 1. Now when I look at this, my denominators are not the same, but I can make them the same by multiplying 1 times 4. And 2 times 4. So 2 times 4 gets me 8. 1 times 4 gets me 4. And we're going to bring everything down. 13 over 4 plus. Now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and add these up. I have to leave the denominators the same. And then I'm going to do 13 plus 8. I can't do that one in my head just quite, so I'm going to come over here and work it out. 8 plus 3 gets me 11. And then 1 plus 1 gets me 2. So I have 21 over 4. So right now, this is how much he did for week 1. So I put practice for 1 week. Let's put practice for 1 week. We want to know how much he practiced for both of those weeks, over those 6 days. So that means I'm going to take that 21 over 4, and I'm going to multiply it by 2. Now, when we multiply fractions or mixed numbers, what we need to make sure is that it's an improper fraction, so this is good. And then we have this whole number, which is 2. I'm going to put that 2 over 1. And then I'm going to do 21 times 2. That's going to give me 42. And 4 times 1 is going to get me 4. So my answer is 42 over 4. But we don't want to leave it as an improper fraction. We want to make it into a mixed number. So I'm going to do 42 divided by 4. 4 goes into 4 one time. And then I'm going to bring down my 2. 4 can't go into 2. So that means I need to put a 0. And then we're going to put a decimal. And then we're going to see how many times 4 can go. Actually, that's going to be your remainder. So that's going to be my numerator. And that's going to be 10 2 over 4. So that's going to be 10 1 over 2 as my answer. So that means he spent about 10.5 hours practicing band, with his band.